Welcome back. So today we are going to discuss addition and subtraction, and as I told you, the final aim is to look into how we subtract using a method known as 1's complement, and another method is there 2's complement. So that is the final aim, and I have already given you clarity why we have to go for that method. That particular method is like it resembles like a addition. So to have a good circuit, we should operate it for several arithmetic operations. So with single circuit, if you can do both addition and subtraction, that is better. So final aim is to discuss anyway complements method, but now let us discuss few additions and subtractions just to have say some refreshment, that's all, right? Anyway, throughout this lecture and next lecture, I will use decimal numbers before explaining any method, because decimal you are already familiar with operations. So once we do decimal method, means we will refresh the entire method, then we will go for binary. I think you got my point, right? Okay. So first, additions. How do you add two decimal numbers? 1, 6, 8, 2, 4, 7. So 8 and 7 we have to add. So in UKG or LKG you will learn all these things. What is 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2. So some basic additions are there, right? And the basic additions in binary are very easy, because we will get only 2, right? Here the basic addition means 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3 up to 1 plus 9. Again from 2, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 2 plus 9. Again with 3, like that we will get lot of combinations, right? In binary it is very easy. Anyhow, the addition process is like that, like this. 8 plus 7 is 15, right? But we should not use 15 as it is. We say we use 5 as sum and 1 as carry. This is known as sum and this is known as carry. Again 1 plus 6, 7, 7 plus 4, sum 1, carry 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4. So when we are adding 2 bits, okay, here we added digits, no doubt, but for bits also same process. When you add 2 bits, bit means binary digit, you will get a sum and a carry, right? And the combination of all these sum and carry I will write here. So you will get only these 4 combination, because you are having only 0 and 1. For 2-bit addition you will get only these 4 combinations. 0 plus 0. What is sum and what is carry? Sum 0, carry. So when there is no carry, suppose here 2 is there, 8 plus 2 is 1, 0. Suppose this is 1 here, 8 plus 1 is 9 only, you don't get any carry. If there is no carry means carry is 0. Similarly 0 plus 1, sum 1, carry 0. 1 plus 0, sum 1, carry 0. These 3 are very easy. This one be careful. The fourth one we have to discuss here. What is 1 plus 1? What is 8 plus 7 here? So from digits we are entering into a number, 2-digit number. 8 plus 7 is 15, and the 2 digits are known as 5 as sum and 1 as carry. Similarly here also 1 plus 1. So for time being leave the binary numbers. What is the outcome of 1 plus 1 in digital number system? 2. Here also this is 1 and this is 1. 1 plus 1 you should get a binary code such that it should be equivalent to, right? Okay. What is binary code for 2? 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 means already you are familiar with first 15. Okay, repeatedly I told you to practice. 0, 1, then 1, 0, then 1, this is 0, 1, 2. What is 2, 1, 0? So 1 0 means sum 0 carry 1. Suppose if you are adding 3 bits 1 plus 1 plus 1, what is 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 is sum 0 carry 1. Again you have to add another 1 and you should add 1 to sum only here. So 0 plus 1, 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 will, you will get sum 1 carry 1, right? If there is another stage, we write carry here, otherwise we will write here. Okay, so these 4 are the rules for addition in binary for 2-bit addition, right? Now let us discuss addition of few binary numbers. Okay, and how do you know that the addition which we did here is correct? So for that, what I am doing here is, I will take initially a digital number, I will add it, I will write the result also, okay, then we will go for equivalent binary numbers. Anyway, you know how to convert a digital number to binary or binary to digital. All these things we have discussed. Just to what I want to say, just to be simple, okay, I am using here only simple numbers. For any big number we can do the same thing. Okay, why I am taking small numbers? Because you know what is the equivalent binary code already, right? Now let us add two digital numbers, say 15 and 12. You know binary equivalent 15 is 1 1 1 1. 12 is 8 plus 4, 12, remaining is. Okay, repeatedly I am saying, first 15 binary code you should learn, right? It is very easy. 1 2 4 8, okay, and you have to add the weights. If you write 1, and you have to leave it if it is 0, as simple as that, right? Now what is the result? 5 plus 2, sum 7 carry 0. We don't write, we need not write also, just for understanding purpose I am writing here. If you get a carry 0, you need not write. So 1 plus 1 is 2, so 27. What is the binary equivalent of 27? Sorry, 1 2 4 8 16. So what is 27 minus 16? 11. 11 is 8 plus 2 plus 1. So you should get 1 1 0 1 1 as the answer. Okay, let us see what happens. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is sum 1. 1 plus 0, sum 1. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is sum 1, sum 0, carry 1. So 1 plus 1, again sum 1, sum 0, carry 1, plus 1, so sum 1, carry 1. This I am repeating here. 1 plus 1, first we add these two. 1 plus 1 is sum 0, carry 1. So 1 plus 1 is, I wrote here sum 0, carry 1, right? 1 plus 1 is sum 0, carry 1, and again you have to add this one, and you should add this one to sum, not to the carry. Suppose what is 5? 169, 178. So what is 9 plus 8? 9 plus 8 is sum 7 and carry 1. Again when you add 6, you will add this 2 at this stage only, but you don't add this to the next stage or the previous stage. Similarly the logic is here. Okay, this one is in this stage, right? You should add to 0, right? I think you got it. Okay, so 1 plus 1 is sum 0, carry 1, again you add 1, you will get 1 1. So this is 1 1 0 1 1, 1 1 0 1 1. So this is how we will add binary numbers, right? So I will conclude with one more example, because it is anyway it is very easy, and we have to discuss subtractions also, right? So we will end with one more example. So let us take another two numbers, say 13 plus 11. you should get 24. What is 13? 8 plus 4 plus 1. What is 11? 8 plus 2 plus 1. And you should get 24. 24 means 16 plus 8, 24. 4, 2, 0. So you should get 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. So 1 plus 1, sum 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, sum 0, carry 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, again sum 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, sum 0, carry 1. Sum 0, carry 1. And 0 plus 0, 0. Okay, this you should keep it in mind. We are adding at this stage. So for the first 2 bits, even if you get a carry, you write the carry here. The third you should add to only sum. Okay, 1 plus 1 is sum 0, carry 1. Carry you write here, sum 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 1, sum 0, carry 1. Again you should add 1. You will get 1. 1 plus 1, sum 0, carry 1. This one again you should add to this. 0 plus 1, 1. Okay, right. I hope this is enough. Okay. Next we will discuss binary subtractions using borrow method. So first we discuss borrow method. Telugu we call appu teesukovatam iyanni meeku telusu kada. So by borrow method we do some subtractions and then go for the actual circuitry method, that is complements method. Okay. So actually we can similarly discuss multiplication and division also, but as per your syllabus we have to discuss only ones complement and twos complement method. But right away going into complements method you may feel a little bit difficult. So I am starting with the small additions and subtractions we will discuss, but the actual syllabus we have to discuss is binary subtraction by ones complement and then later twos complement method. And anyone who are interested, please do some multiplications and divisions also, and if you have any doubts please approach me. Okay. Now subtraction. Okay. So this also we start with a decimal example. I will take example which is which will cover the entire borrow method. Okay. So I am taking say 899. So ordinary subtractions very easy, say 126 minus 37. So 6 minus 7 not possible, you have to take a borrow from here. For additions, when we add, we will get sum, and the bit which is carried to next stage is called as carry. Now here for subtraction, when subtraction is not possible, okay, we will borrow a bit from here. This is decimal number, we borrow digit. In binary we call we borrow a bit. Okay. So from the higher stage. For that, what we are borrowing here, you should have clarity. Here the place values are 1, 10, 100, 1000 and 10,000. So when you are borrowing a digit from here to here means you are borrowing thousands. Keep it in mind, right? But the thing is, each level is multiplied by 10. So because each stage is into 10 into 10 into 10 the place value, even though you think this is the next higher bit as 10, it won't create any problem. Okay. But the actual logic is this one. Okay. Very rarely we account some problems when we take the next stage as 10. The actual weight we have to take, that I am explaining. So here subtraction is not possible. Next you have to borrow from here. Borrow from here. Here also there is no value. 0 is no, again 0. So we can't borrow from 0. Okay, right? From here we have to borrow. No, we are borrowing here. So the value of this one is 10,000. The value of this one is 10,000. But you have to borrow up to the first stage. So if you take everything 10,000 here, you can't subtract this one. So what we do here is we put a 9 here and we take a 1 to here. What is the value of 9 here? This is 9,000. We have borrowed 10,000. 9,000 we have put here and 1,000 we are transferring here. Again this is 1,000. 900 we are putting 100, again 90. So, okay, that sorry, this is 10. This is 90, here we are putting 10. So this is 9,000, 9,900. Okay, 9,990 plus 10, 10,000. Okay, I think we are distributing this 10,000 like this. Here 9,000. Okay, 990 and 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. What is 9 minus 9? 0. What is 9 minus 8? 1. But be careful. Here 10 minus 9 is 1. Here actually this is 90 minus 90, 0. This is 900 minus 800, 100. 1 means 100. Here we are having 9 means 9,000. So this is 9,101. Okay, similarly when you borrow from binary digit also, you have to consider these weights. When you are borrowing something from here, it is 16. When you put a 1 here, that means you are putting 8 here, remaining 8 you are taking out. Again, if you are putting a 1 here, you are putting a 4 here, the equivalent decimal is 4. Again 8 minus 4, 4, you are having 4. If you put a 1 here, you are putting 2, and if you are taking 1 here means that is 2. Similarly, here even if you don't take the entire logic, this is the actual logic, just by considering each stage as 10 times more than the stage, the next stage, we can do this one. Okay. Here also each stage is multiplied by here 10, here 2, that you keep it in mind. So if you borrow something from higher state, that means the value of the borrowed one when dumped in the actual subtraction stage, that is twice the value, right? Here 10 times, here twice. So anyhow, in this borrow method we will do some 2 subtractions and then we will move to the actual so I am writing here as borrow method. Similarly, we will discuss subtraction with 1's complement and 2's complement in next class. Okay, right. Now, just like the rules for subtraction, we are having rules for just like the addition, we are having rules for subtraction also. What are the rules? 1 minus 0 is a 0, right? Similarly, 1 minus 1 is 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So 1 minus 0, 1, mistakenly I wrote 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. And you should get 4 combinations. One is 1 minus 0, 1 minus 1, and the important one is 0 minus 1. Important one is 0 minus 0 is 0 anyway. 0 minus 1 is the important one. Now here the subtraction is not possible, but this is possible when you take a borrow from the next stage. Here the borrow means that one. You are taking a borrow from next stage. What is the borrow from next stage? The value, as we have just discussed, that is the value is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 0 minus 1 is 1 when you borrow it. Keep it in mind. Okay. If you don't borrow, subtraction is not valid. You can't do the subtraction. Right. Keep it in mind. So 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. That is very easy. 0 minus 1 is 1 with a borrow 1. So you should write it with borrow 1. So now let us do some simple subtractions, because anyway you have to know that the subtraction done by this method is correct. For that we use simple simple numbers. So let us take 15 minus 11. 5 minus 1 is 4. This is 0. And what is 4? 100 you should get. If you want to write it in nibble, you add a 0. 100 you should get. What is 15? What is 11? 8 plus 2 plus 1. No. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. This is the. Okay. Here it is not what I mean to say. Here we don't use any borrows. So this example is not good. Let us do one more example where we actually borrow from the higher digit. So for that, let us take 14. 14 is 8 plus 4 plus 2. Okay. So 3 means 2 plus 1. You should get this here. 8 plus 4 plus 1, 14. 11 is 8 plus 2 plus 1. So here we are getting the borrow. Okay. 0 minus 1 is not possible. So you have to take a borrow from here. You are having a 1 here. So a 1 from next stage to this stage means that is 2. Okay. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's what I am explaining. 0 minus 1 is 1 with a borrow 1. When you take a borrow from next stage, 0 minus 1 is 1. That is the meaning. Right. Again, it is given to the earlier stage. Now, here again this is 0. Now, what do you have to do? You have to again borrow. Now, again, what is the value when it comes to here 2? Or the exact positional values here is 1, 2, 4. So you are taking a bit from here to here means the value you are shifting from here to here is 4, and the value here is 2. Understood? So this is 1, 2, 4, 8. The value here is 2. When you are getting a 1 from next stage, the value is 4. 4 minus 1 is 2, and the value when you write here is, if you write 1 here is, that means the place value is 2, 2 into 1, 2, right? Or you do the subtraction in earlier fashion. Okay, this is the actual logic, right? Whatever you feel easy, you follow. Now again we will discuss in the previous method, previous logic. Here this is 0. When you borrow a 1 from here, this is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 0 minus 0. 1 minus 1, 0. So like this we will do subtractions. Okay. Anyhow, these are just for refreshment, because the actual method we have to discuss is complement method. The actual method is complement method. So next class we will discuss the complement method, but here just I will give you a glimpse of what is a ones complement, or rather we call that as nines complement for decimal number. So we will discuss with a decimal number. Right from the beginning I am using the same technique. We discuss with decimal number because you are very familiar with decimal numbers, you will understand the method and procedure. Then we will go for binary. So how we do complement method? Just we will see one small example, and the actual complements method we will discuss in next class, right? Here complement method means ones complement method, and we have another method, that is twos complement. Actually twos complement is the actual method. Okay, directly discussing twos complement is somewhat difficult at your stage, because you are very having preliminary knowledge in digital electronics. So only we discuss ones complement before twos complement. Okay, and then the entire 2's complement method which is used for actual circuitry is also we are not going to discuss here. We will discuss the mathematical method, that's all, right? Keep it in mind. Now take one decimal number. Here we call this 1's complement because the base minus 1, actually we have to call this base minus 1 complement method. So what is the base for binary? 2. Base minus 1 means 2 minus 1 is 1. For decimal, similarly, what is base minus 1? The base for decimal number is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9's complement. So 9's complement of decimal number is exactly similar to 1's complement of binary number, which we will discuss later. So first let us discuss the 9's complement. Take some small example, 92 minus 75. So what is 92 minus 75? 2 minus 5. Again we have to borrow. 12 minus 5 is 7. 8 minus 7 is. So 92 minus 75 you should get, 92 minus 75 you should get 17. This is by subtraction. But by addition, how we do? Using addition of these numbers, how you get subtraction, that is known as complements method. So take this 92 as it is, okay, and then write the complement of 75 here, okay. 9's complement, to be precise. What is 9's complement? The part is which is other than the number shown here. So here 9's complement of 5 is, what is the leftover part? 9 is the total number and 5 is the number here. What is the complement? What is the remaining number in 9? The quantity of 9 you are having 1, 2, 3, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 5. Remaining part we have to write. What is the size? 4. Okay. Similarly, 9's complement of 7 is 2. Okay. Here the 9's complement of 5 is 4, 9's complement of 7 is 2. Like that we have to do. The remaining portion we have to write it here. But for binary it is very easy because there are only 2 numbers. Okay. 1's complement of the complement of 1 will be 0, 0 will be 1. That leftover portion will be the alternate only. There is no way there, right? So if you want to write 1's complement of 0, that is 1. If you want to write 1's complement of 1, that is 0. Just alternately you change the numbers. That is very easy for binary. Here you have to write the remaining portion like this. Now you add. What is 2 plus 4? 6. What is 9 plus 2? Sum, and you get a carry here. This you have to add this. End round we call this. Okay. This corner one you should add with the first digit. What is 6 plus 1? 7. 7. So both are equal. Like that. But here you may say we are doing 2 additions. So actual process time is very, that means even it will be nanoseconds for digital signal processing, right? At least microseconds means very inefficient circuit in digital electronics, right? So it will take nanoseconds. That's why if you repeatedly do a number of steps with the same circuit, it will not take even a fraction of second, right? So instead of one subtraction, we are adding here once and again twice we are doing, but it will not take much time. Okay. Instead of having 2 separate circuits for subtraction and addition, this is better. Okay. Here instead of subtraction, we are doing the subtraction as addition. Okay. One more number we will see, and you will get confidence in the method. One more. We will subtract some bigger gap. Here the gap is only 17. Some big gap we will do. Okay, then you will get confidence. Suppose let us subtract 92 minus 26. The answer anyway we know this is okay 8 plus 36. We will do here 92 and complement, 9's complement of 6 is 3, and this is 7, 3 plus 2 5, 9 plus 7 16, 2 plus 3 is 5, 9 plus 7 is 16. So something 2 plus 12 minus 6, 8 minus 2, sorry. Big mistake. We will see once again the subtraction. So 2 minus 6, 12, because it is not possible, you get a borrow here. 12 minus 6 is 6, 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay, that mistake. Okay, right. Again, end round correction. You take 9's complement and we got 165. Add this one, end round, 5 plus 1 is 6 and 6. So like this, we can do the subtractions using complement method. The advantage here is instead of subtraction, we are adding. Maybe one more step we are using here, but this is simply by addition, right? Then you may ask one question, sir, how the circuit knows that these two numbers, they should be added or they should be subtracted? The thing here is, we didn't discuss the entire coding and how they do all those things. What they do here is, they don't process the coding in nibbles, right? They will add, they will use a byte like that. That means instead of writing 4, what is 4100? This is the 4 in nibble. But they will take, and the advantage here is these they will use for remaining purpose. They may use 1 bit for giving information to add this one or subtract. And one more important thing is whether this is a negative number or positive number. Okay, and whether what the number processed is correct or not. Okay, for that checking and all, we use one bit known as parity bit. Okay, in that bit they will store the information regarding this, whether we have to use addition or subtraction, or whether this is a negative number or positive number, like that. Okay, hope you got some inputs for subtraction through 1's complement. In next class we will discuss the actual subtraction of 1's complement. Thank you.